fairly fit for the job.
Aircon.
Oh, there's aircon.
And a telly. A silly.
Oh, my days.
Oh, my toes are so sweaty. I am sweaty.
I'll tell you how hot it is. Probably the hottest country I've ever been in.
This?
Yeah, in Mexico. I've never been hotter anywhere in the world.
They're not hot here though, are they? They're cold.
No, the locals say they're cold. I don't know how. Whoa. Sweaty mess. We've left Bacalar. We've come all the way to Chateaumal. The reason we've come to Chateaumal is because we need to get a bus. So, here for one night, and then we are out of here on an epic bus journey. Oh, look at this luxury bus that we've booked to get all the way to Belize. Oh, hold on a minute. This is what we've actually got.
That's that complete. They're the forms that you get to get on the boat. That again.
Don't start again, that's funny.
I'm still recovering.
It was on full form. Let me explain. We've come to a place called Merlin Espadadas in Chetumal, and this is where we're going to catch our bus all the way from Mexico into Belize. Yes, that's right. We're heading towards Belize. So you come into here and you fill out these forms, with your passport numbers in and all your details, and then you get a coffee. Ooh, yes, best.
And there's a little cat that Tilly loves.
Yeah.
Meowing at the door.
Yeah, it was hacking up a hairball or something. And then, yeah, we're going to get on this bus and have an adventure, and let's see where we end up.
Fingers crossed I am not sick on this journey, because I have had enough of sickness.
Yeah, Mama's poorly. Ah.
Tilly, how do you feel about it?
Oh?
Tilly's yawning because she's tired. I think there's only me awake here.
She can't wait to
About to board a bus.
She can't
Not a
wait
boat.
to sit. Great. Luxurious bus drive business. No toilet as well. Everyone stopped at the ATM to go and get some money. What's it for?
So when you cross the border from Mexico into Belize, you've got to pay an exit fee. Even if you fly into the country, you've still got to pay an exit fee to cross the border. So
If you're in transportation, he said.
yeah,
road.
On the road, yeah, crossing by land, crossing that border, you need to pay an exit fee. It's about $40 each, I think it is, or 800 pesos. Or maybe 900 pesos each. I don't know. I'll give you a figure when I actually know what it is. Yeah.
And he's keying it down.
Okay, we've hit the border between Mexico and Belize. You get off the bus and you go through like a security checkpoint where they stamp your passport and everything. They charged us to leave Mexico $45 each, or 850 pesos each, which works out to be about £36 each. So
It's cheaper to get pesos.
It's cheaper to pay in Mexican currency than it is in dollars. We had the option to stop and take cash out on the bus, but I didn't because I'd be paying a fee on that cash, but it probably still would have worked out a few quid cheaper each.
But you basically just go into a little room, showing your passports, he takes the cash, really just to get your cash.
Yeah, I asked him for a receipt and he said no.
All these travellers aren't happy with this queue because they're like, oh, well, once you're in, they're just going to take cash off you. So everyone that said you're going to get rinsed for taxes everywhere you go, you're probably right.
If you fly back out of Mexico, you don't have to pay an exit fee, apparently. I don't know, because we're not flying, but if you're transiting by land, you definitely have to pay, because we've just paid. And I wouldn't dare argue with them, because they've all got guns. Okay, we're here in Belize City right now. We've just bought some sandwiches and an ice cream, and it came to 45 Belize dollars, which is like
Subs.
22.5 quid.
But we need to get some sandwiches for the journey because the food's just going.
Yeah. We're in Belize City, but we're actually not staying in Belize because it is just too expensive. So we're bouncing through. We're about to get on the next bus. See where we get to next. It's a big day of travel today. That's my suitcase. My suitcase there nearly flew off the bus roof. Christ. Yeah, we got here last night after a massively long bus journey. It stopped all over the place before it took us to the final destination of Flores, which is where we are now. So even though we arrived at Flores at night, we could already tell that the island was absolutely stunning. And then walking through the door of our accommodation, we knew we'd got a deal here. It had everything that we needed. The kitchen was spot on, everything you'd need: hob, cooker, oven, water. And then going through to the bedroom, look at the size of that bed, and it was so comfy. Probably the comfiest bed we've slept on since we've been on this trip. Tilly slept above us and she loved it up there. So, like I say, everything you need in here. We had toilet, shower. In our bedroom we had a sink, a fridge. It was just amazing. And then another great thing about this location was it was so well located on Flores Island that we could walk to the shops, to the boats, to the tours, everything. And then out the back, for all you travellers, there was a washing machine out there, so when your clothes are stinking, spot on. It's not even 8 o'clock and it's boiling hot here. Blue sky, beautiful. The problem is we don't have any money, and we can't find any money. I went to 3 ATMs last night. None of them had any cash.
We need to go and find some cash because paying in dollars, it just isn't great. I had to pay in dollars for some water last night in a shop, and the exchange rate's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're just trying to find some money now, but I am so impressed by Tilly on the coach yesterday. Like, it wasn't even a coach, it was a shuttle. It was like a shuttle, I don't know what, it's like a pickup bus for like 11 hours. And she sat and just endured it. Like, it's really showed me a lot about Tilly. I can't believe how
the resilience is off the scale to just handle that. She didn't whinge once all day. And then when we got here, it was late and it was boiling and it was hot, and she carried her bags all the way to the accommodation.
And a suitcase.
No boning.
Yeah, like she's changed a lot in just this short amount of time, I think.
Yeah, she's smashing it, to be fair.
I've told her she's got the start for being the best traveller, and we've also booked like a tour that's travelly as well, haven't we? So yeah. I feel a bit bad, but it's also good for her to learn. Like, I'm seeing changes in her ear.
Yeah, definitely. This place is amazing. Like, it's just so colourful. Right, let's go and find some cash and some food.
Here we are trying to get cash out at the shop, even though we're not supposed to be getting cash out in the shop. I do not advise this. I advise going to the bank or the ones at the exchange places that you shut the door. But we're on Flores Island, so we don't have much of a choice unless we go over the bridge. I think we're going to have to go over the bridge.
I've tried every credit card, every debit card I've got, and none of them work. So let's go and find a bank, see if that'll work.
Go.
I think I finally got some money. Yeah, I've had to pay a lot to get that, but I've got it. We can eat.
We can eat.
Why won't let me have my card?
You're panicking. Just believe that your car's coming back, Joe. 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's coming back. Boom.
That was a panic.
What a nightmare.
Okay, so the first time in a while I've been able to just go and sit on my own, which has been absolutely incredible. I've just been sat up at the church at Flores, just with my own thoughts and reflecting on everything that we've done and where we are at the moment. And I think that's much needed, because we've all been together for, I think it's 4 weeks, nearly 5 weeks now. And as you can imagine, that's quite intense. So actually to be able to just go and feel a bit freer and safe here. I've got my fan as well because it's absolutely boiling. Is incredible. So I've just literally lied on a bench outside the church listening to the birds, and there's like the locals just sat around eating food, and they're just really friendly here. Like straight away when we got from the border into Belize, it was quite a similar kind of atmosphere. I don't know, just something I felt inside of me. And then got into Guatemala and everybody wanted to help. They were opening doors for us when we were crossing the border. They give you a price, and the price is a price, and they can haggle a little bit on prices if you're doing tours and things, but they're not like trying to scam you or anything like that. You can get a tuk-tuk as long as you agree a price. I think you can get it for like, what, I think it's equivalent to £1, something like that, to get across the bridge from Flores. They're not like on you, like, and they're willing to do deals. So, and they're also, I don't feel uncomfortable. I feel quite comfortable here to just walk around and just be on my own as a woman. And there's no stray dogs. And I feel like I'm finally getting into the travelling flow as well. I've got such a banging headache. I think I'm still coming down off this bug that I had. And it's like 32 degrees. Flores is really hot, super hot place. Super humid and muggy most of the time, so you have to come out for a couple of hours and then just go back with the aircon on just to acclimatise to the heat here, because it's just humid. But yeah, the streets and the little houses and stuff are just brilliant. It's such a colourful place. It's so different to England. Like, look at the colours of all the little houses. Oh, another thing I noticed as well is that actually Flores Island is, the edges of it, as you can see here, are like underneath the water. So I don't know whether it's sunk or I've looked online and it said that there was a flood, something like that, or whether it's sunk, but it's on a lake. So I don't know what's gone on there, but there's nowhere to sit around the edges, just where the jetties are, where people are getting on and off boats. That's the only space. It's going to be super loud now. Joe's gone fishing, so I'm going to head back to the accommodation now. It's just nice to get a bit of a breather. I feel a bit more refreshed now that I can continue this journey. We've got another big long run tomorrow. Another big journey to go at. And Tilly's been amazing. She's been so good doing these big bus coach journeys, especially on like the shuttle buses, because the roads aren't great and you're swaying backwards and forwards. Joe was nearly sick on the bus this morning on our trip. Not this morning, actually coming back, he was nearly sick. So yeah, but all in all, love Flores. It's been like a nice little relaxing retreat for us. Fabulous.
In Flores, this is the hottest place I've ever been to in my life, which is amazing because it's surrounded by water, which is not amazing because it's full of crocodiles.
And it's flooded, so you can't really get to the water unless you like come into a restaurant like what we are.
No, it's amazing. The weather's amazing, but it is mega hot. There's a little town. It's in the middle of a lake, so it's got one entry into it and one exit. Just a bridge that goes over the water, and then like a town that's on an island. And it's a little hill, so there's a church right on the top, and then the whole outside is surrounded by bars, restaurants, accommodation. There's loads of travellers from all over the world here.
It's on the tropical side of Guatemala, so that's why it gets really hot. But people have said that this isn't actually hot. Next month it's going to get to like 46 degrees. Yeah. It's 32 now, but it's like...
Wow.
There's just no give. But yeah, Flores was brilliant. I think you'd spend 2 days here. There's not loads to do, but it's great base to go to Tikal.
Yeah.
It's also a great base to go for a boat trip, but you wouldn't spend too long here. It's definitely a travel-y tourist destination.
We've booked 3 days and I'd say that's perfect. 'Cause you can do Tikal, you can do a boat trip and you can have a chill day.
Yeah.
3 days would be banging.
And seeing just the houses and the colours has been brilliant. So we thoroughly enjoyed our time here, which is fab.
Yeah. So while we're here, you walk down to the edge of anywhere on the island and there's loads of water taxis and you can do, they do like loads of different places that they can take you to, but we did like a little day trip package deal. So he said that he could take us to 3 destinations around the lake for a 450 queue, which is about £45, but I haggled him down to 350. And that got us 3 destinations, starting with an animal sanctuary. Here it is. Is she gonna fall in?
Thank you.
Welcome aboard, Mum.
Obviously. Put your bucket out on it, please. Put your bucket out on it. Look at his head. Ow.
This guy's gonna get eaten by a croc.
No.
Really, come and feel its hair.
I felt it.
Adios, amigo.
Education.
She's getting an education around here. Look at this. This is silly in the morning.
Shut up. It's not funny.
Once we finished the animal sanctuary, which was super educational, and it was actually pretty good as well because we felt like we were paying money towards a conservation scheme rather than...
How much was it to get in?
It
'Cause
was-
on each destination on a boat trip, you had to pay to get into the places as well.
It was about 100 Q for 3 of us, which is £10 for all 3 of us.
And it was worth it because Tilly actually got to learn about the animals and the poachers, the poaching here, and especially about the parrots and that. That was quite sad, wasn't it? That the people take them for money and they tried to bring them back, look after them, and then they're going to fly them back out in the wild in about 3 months, I think. So
they have teams that work in the jungle to control poaching, and I wouldn't like to get caught poaching here.
no.
I'm sure you get a serious punishment or just shot. I don't know.
The first time we've seen a jaguar like that as well. This jaguar was insane, and it was actually coming forward, wasn't it? It was actually trying to protect itself. So we moved away a bit because we thought we'd actually annoying it a little bit, didn't we?
It was cool. We saw toucans, we saw parrots, we saw monkeys, saw crocodile,
even.
turtles. Yeah, it was cool.
So cool.
And the boat trip works well because what they do is they drop you off at this location and they say, right, we'll pick you up in 45 minutes. So you go on, you walk onto the thing, do your thing, and then in 45 minutes time you walk back down and they're sat there waiting for you. You jump back on the boat and they take you to the next destination. And next on our list, after the animal sanctuary, was a place called George's Rope Swing.
Oh.
Now, I'd heard about this before I got here, and I love anything adrenaline. So for me, I was like, I've got to go and check out this place. Even though there's crocodiles in the water, I couldn't let it put me off having some adrenaline. So we took the water taxi to George's Rope Swing.
She's going to attempt to do this rope swing. It looks gnarly.
I thought there was the crocodiles in the height of that swing.
There's crocodiles all over this lake, and Joe's happy to just like plonk himself in like live bait.
There's someone else in the water there and he hasn't been eating, so that's my sign to say we're good to go.
Let's have a look. Oh my god, I can't wait to see him flop in here like an odd flapping fish and a croc eat his toes. Joe's trying to get the rope swing with the stick on Monkey Man.
Wait, you've never seen monkey like this before, you wait.
Right, I'm going to stop it there until you get on. Here's the drop. It's a fair drop. Ready?
So high from here.
I don't think people can see how high that is. Whee! Monkey Man. Right, I'm doing it from the top. Here he is. I'll try and get as much as I can into this, but there's a tree in it. Oh god.
See how high that is?
Whoa. I don't know whether this phone's showing how high that is. It's like 2 drops. My hands are sweating. Oh my god, I could not do that. Whoa.
It cost us 25 each, which is £2.50 each, and we chilled
you can
there.
get some drinks, you can get food and drinks. There's like hammocks there as well, so you can get whatever you want really. The drinks are really cheap. We got a couple of drinks while Joe monkeyed around.
The drinks were £1 each for a Coke.
We enjoyed it, but it was so hot because me and Tills didn't go underwater since our last croc experience. So after that, the boat came about 45 minutes again, something like
About
that.
an hour we had at that place.
Yeah, Joe loved it, and then once you get back on the boat you get a bit of a breeze, which is nice.
Yeah, and this was an exciting next part because they said they're going to take us to a viewpoint for sunset.
Oh yeah.
And we hadn't seen a sunset on the lake properly yet, so we were like, right, let's get to this.
And it was a highlight actually because we only really thought we were going to a rope swing. We didn't know where we were going,
No.
so it was actually really nice. Joe just said, I want a rope swing and some other bits. We didn't really know what the boat trip was. And
No.
it was quite a nice surprise.
We were on our own on the boat as well, by the way. There was no one else on it. It was just us
Private
as a
boat.
family. Yeah, it was spot on.
So yeah, so we went to the next place where they dropped us off. I think it was called Mirador, and it dropped us off there for the sunset. So yeah, look at it.
This is insane. We hear the howl of monkeys at the sunset in Flores. So loud. It's amazing. Emma and Tilly down there, look.
Freaking dinosaurs in
Me
here.
and Tilly are in the jungle, and honestly, listen to this.
There's one over there too. They're everywhere. This is wild. Things are everywhere now. They're at the back there and there. What?
Sounds like dinosaurs.
Should we get out of here?
Come on, let's run.
We shouldn't have come in here. We can go there and then you'll see it. There's one right there, I hear it. Let's go to there.
This is a wild jungle. The howler monkeys. Tilly. Oh my gosh. Don't come into the jungle on your own.
There's dinosaurs in here.
Sounds like I'm in Jurassic Park. That is mad. Never ever heard anything like that before in my life. Getting destroyed by mozzies. Whoa, that's incredible. They're talking to each other through the jungle. Scary. The best though. That was a banging sunset on it.
Yeah, so good, the sunset. And oh my gosh, the howler monkeys.
Before we came on this journey, we said one thing we could not wait to see was monkeys.
I love monkeys, favourite animal.
And to see them in their own habitat in a jungle is honestly mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I've said it before in another video that all we get to see in the UK is pigeons. And out here is wildlife, wildlife, wildlife. You get treat all the time to this, the most beautiful nature you've ever seen.
I'm getting concerned of how hot this phone's getting right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, the howler monkeys were incredible. The boat trip, a definite must. So we gave him 400 in the end, didn't we, with a tip? And then we paid for the drop-offs as well. Amazing. And then the next day we decided that we wanted to go on a good trip to do a bit of culture and experience and learn a bit more about the Mayan world and everything about it. So we decided to book a trip to Tikal.
To see physical today, Tikal were the capital of the Grand Mayan civilization.
And we did it early, didn't we? Why did we do that, Joe?
Because it's red hot in the day. So we booked the earliest one we could that wasn't too expensive. There's loads of different times that you can go to Tikal. We chose the 4:30 in the morning one.
4:30 in the morning getting Tilly up.
Yeah, she absolutely
She did
smashed
it
again.
She did it because I think she knew how hot it was going to be.
Yeah.
And how long was it for? It finished at about 11:30, 12 o'clock. So
yeah, we came back at about around lunchtime. But just real quickly, the cost for the excursion was 100 each, which is £10 each. But then when you get to Tikal, you've got to pay 150 each, which is £15 each. And they only accept cash. And you've got to take ID with you. So if you're going to do that trip, there's some top tips for you.
Or if you don't, we didn't want to take our passports, so I took a picture of our passports and then they write in your passport number.
Yeah, it's strict security there.
Really strict there. Joe thinks it's because of the poachers. I don't know, but it's strict security. But there is a cafe and there's toilets and everything there at the start as well. And the cafes and the shops do take cards once you get in there. So Tikal was amazing. Ruben, big shout out to Ruben, our tour guide. He was incredible. What a nice guy. And he is actually Mayan, and his uncles and ancestors and everyone lived round Tikal.
He was so proud of his heritage.
He was so proud, and he was spiritual as well. And it was just amazing. And even Till's like climbing up and down the pyramids and stuff. She really enjoyed it, and she actually said afterwards that she loved it. So that was really good.
So if anyone's out there watching our videos thinking, I can't believe you've done this, what's your daughter going to do for an education? Well, you tell me a better education than that.
Yeah, she learned so much about that. She's learned so much about the animals. We saw more wildlife and animals within the jungle as well, which was every time you look round the corner, there's something else, isn't there? Like every time there's a different noise or there's a different creature for Tilly to see. So she's just immersed in the wildlife and just adventure. Like, what a life for a kid. I just can't get over the people that say she's not getting an education. Yeah. Because, wow, she's immersing herself in education. It's crazy. I'm being educated as well. I love it.
If you imagine stepping into a foreign country, straight away you're learning language, you're learning currencies, you're learning where to stay, how to eat, how to budget. And then on top of that, you've got all the history of the place, the natural beauty, the smells, the sounds, the things you see. It's honestly, I can't describe how good of an education this is, not just for Tilly, but for us as well.
Yeah, and it's also teaching you life skills about like patience, and like we were saying today, like when there's a power cut or things go wrong or you're on the bus and there's roadworks or whatever, no one's telling you a certain amount of time. In the UK, you expect things to be done straight away.
Yeah.
You have to just sit with it, and Tilly's starting to learn that as well. So you're actually learning patience and skills within yourself that you didn't even know. Like, you're having to go to depths of yourself that's like testing you every day.
Yeah.
But it's great because it's just great. I can't say much more than that. Like, what a life to live. I just think it's brilliant.
If you're watching this and thinking, I was thinking about going to Flores, it's an absolute must.
Yeah, definitely come for the trip and see what it's like. Maybe not for a long stay, but definitely for the trip.
Yeah, tick it off. It's a bucket list item, this.
There's been a power cut, so there's no electric in our accommodation at the minute until he's looking for her laptop charger.
And it's boiling.
Joe's trying to do an edit and we can't get on the internet because there's no electric. It's boiling hot because the aircon's off. And Till's at the minute, look at this. She's trying to find her stuff because there's no light.
Oh, I found my plug adapter.
She's found a plug. So we're going to have to head out to an internet cafe or something and see whether it's because of the works here that are happening next door, whether there's been a power cut because of that, or because there's a power cut on the island that is quite common, I think, as well. Cut off. Might be a good thing.
It's a power cut in the accommodation, so we're going on a little side quest to try and find some internet and some nice drinks and try and sit in some aircon. Got a tuk-tuk. Bathrobe. I am not good.
Joey has got what I've got. When he was lying saying, I got dengue. Joe's now got dengue.
That's worse.
And Joe's is worse because he's not feeling great. But he hasn't got the sickness of diarrhea yet. That's coming. So we're just in a tuk-tuk at the minute, trying to get to the other side of the island. We also need cash. when electricity's cut off, there is no cash points, there's no card, there's no way. Like in the UK, it's just so easy. So here goes. Dad is trying to find some money at the cash point at the minute in the shop. It doesn't look like he's having much luck again. This seems to be the issue on Flores Island. We don't know whether there's electric, but it sounds like there's a big generator going off.
There is electric because the fridges are on.
Okay, so there's electric, so hopefully we can get on the internet. Well, here we are in a shopping mall trying to charge our devices because there's no electric. We've all just had a nice milkshake. Here's our devices plugged into the wall. And we don't know how long this power cut's going to be.
I spoke to a guy who said that it went off at 7 a.m. this morning and it could be down till 5 p.m. this afternoon, but it could be longer. We don't know.
We've no idea, but luckily we've been able to get cash because this mall is on a generator, so the cash points are alive. So we've got cash.
And a great lesson for Tilly into don't take electricity for granted, because
Yeah.
this side of the world they can just turn it
Put it
off.
off. Yeah, so I said to her, once you've got charge and you've got power, make sure you're charging all your devices on a night. So yeah, this might just be a waiting game.
To relate with any of our content, this is why.
Yeah. Okay, we've got a little bit of charge on the laptop, but we don't have any aircon and we have no light. This is the lightest spot in here, so Joe's got a head torch on, and we need to pack all of our suitcases ready for tonight because we're going on a night bus and we can't see anything, so we're just hoping that this power cut stops by 5 o'clock. That's what we've been told by a local person here. And it's just so hot, like there's nowhere to actually to work or do anything. I'm glad that I'm not actually working from the laptop, because what would you do if you were a nomad, like all over the island, except for one shopping mall has a generator that's actually getting some electric to
It's
work.
annoying me using the laptop because my hands are so hot.
It's
So
so
when I
hot
touch the
here.
mouse pad, it's just so frustrating.
It's like your clothes and everything just stick to you instantly. Even our water, everything, there's no fridge. Everything's just hot. All the shops, all the drinks and that. It's just hot stuff. It's hot, hot, hot. So, yeah, the things you take for granted in the UK, I'm not taking it for granted here. Like,
I'd
this is
still
how
rather
it
this.
works.
I'd still rather this than be sat in the rain.
Joe keeps saying I just need to jump into a lake. I was like, well, we have got.
I know, I really want to go down to the
some
lake
stuff
and
we
jump
need
in,
to
but
do.
these two are too wet because of the crocodiles.
We don't want to get in. We saw some turtles in the lake as well, which was amazing on the way back, but we were too worried about the crocodiles. Since the last video, we actually saw a crocodile 2 meters from us, so that's put us off a little bit. But the turtles are cute here. Right, let's try and get this video complete and also get our stuff packed ready to go. Completely blacked out everywhere. All the shops, all the restaurants. It's now 5 o'clock and the electric's still not on. We've just had to pack everything into suitcases in the accommodation because it is absolutely mafting. There's no electric and we can't see hardly anything. As you can see in the kitchen, it's super dark. Joe's having to put a head torch on. The electric hasn't come back on, so we have no aircon. So literally walking around half naked. Tilly's ready in her pajamas to get on this bus, and Joe's making bacon in the dark just to try and get some food before we get on this coach. But we've had to clear out the bedroom so that we can actually see what we're doing and what we're packing, and I'm hoping that everything's actually here in our suitcases, because as you can see, we can't see anything. Like, this is the bedroom, completely black, pitch black. It's nearly 6 o'clock, so in about half an hour it's going to be pitch black in here, and we don't even have a candle. So Joe's one head torch is going to keep us here till, I think it's 8 o'clock we're here till?
Yeah.
We've got to be here till 8, and then we've got to go down and get the coach at half 8. But I've never sweated like this, ever. Just sat, like, you can only sit in this heat because it is that hot. You are just dripping in sweat.
Yeah, anyway.
Having to get water in. All the shops are in the dark. This isn't fun at all. Like, I cannot wait to get somewhere cooler and higher up. Like, praying that this goes well. So this is a street in complete darkness. Like, everyone's got candles out. It still hasn't come on, and it's like 7:30 at night. So we're getting a bus now. We've got to wait for a bit. But it's pitch black.
So
The whole of Flores is just black. There's one light in here, in the bus station, and it's absolutely boiling. No aircon, nothing. My phone's even like real fuzzy. Hard work. She's now happy because she's got Wi-Fi.
Leave me alone.
This is a sad existence. What about the world, Tilly? Tilly, what about the world?
Leave me alone. I'm looking at my notifications.
He's messaged.
we're on an epic adventure again, going from Flores all the way down to Lake Atilan. This is going to be a massive journey, but for the massive journey, we've got a massive bus. Look at the size of it. Is it what?
At the kitchen.
I don't know if that's where they put all the bags and stuff, but we've got VIP seats.
My seat.